What if I told you that a simple quarter, a coin you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth $685,000? Yes, you heard that right. This unassuming 1992 D Washington quarter is turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. And here's the scary part: you could have one sitting in your house, completely unaware that you're holding a fortune in your hands. But time is running out. The market for rare coins like this is exploding, and collectors are paying insane amounts. Will you cash in, or will you let this opportunity slip through your fingers? I mean, imagine flipping a coin at the gas station and realizing later that you just tipped someone $500,000. Yikes. Stick with me for the next few minutes because I'm about to reveal exactly how to identify this coin, why it's so valuable, and most importantly, how you can sell it for top dollar. But before we dive in, there's a twist to this story that no one is talking about. Something that could make or break your fortune with this coin. More on that in just a moment. To understand why this quarter is so special, we need to go back to 1992. The US Mint was transitioning from silver-based coins to cheaper materials like copper-nickel. But here's the kicker: a small number of 1992 D Washington quarters were accidentally struck on a silver planchet, something that wasn't supposed to happen. This mistake created an ultra-rare coin variation, one that collectors are now willing to pay a fortune for. So, what does that mean for you? Well, it means that instead of a measly 25 cents, your quarter could buy you a luxury car, a beach house, or even set you up for retirement. Alright, let's get to the good stuff. How do you know if you have this rare 1992 D silver quarter? Here are the 3 key things to check. Check the date and mint mark, look for the year, 1992, and the letter D below Washington's ponytail. The silver edge test: a regular 1992 quarter has a visible copper-colored edge. But the rare silver variety? It will have a smooth, bright silver edge. The weight test: silver quarters weigh about 6.25 grams, while regular ones are 5.67 grams. If your quarter is heavier, congratulations, you might be holding a 6-figure treasure. But hold on. Even if your coin passes these 3 tests, there's one final factor that could make or break its value. And I'll reveal that in just a second. Where and how to sell your rare quarter for maximum profit. So, you've checked your quarter, and it looks promising. Now, how do you sell it without getting ripped off? Many people make the mistake of selling their rare coins to local pawn shops or eBay without knowing their true worth. And guess what? That's how you end up selling a 6-figure coin for pocket change. Get your coin authenticated by PCGS or NGC to prove its value. Sotheby's, Heritage Auctions, and Stack's Bowers are the places where collectors spend big money. Find serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. And whatever you do, please don't go spend it at the vending machine, unless you want to make some stranger very rich. Now, here's the final twist I promised earlier: these rare coins are becoming harder to find. Every day, collectors are snatching them up, and the fewer there are, the higher the prices go. That $685,000 price tag? It could be even higher next year. But if you wait too long, you might miss out entirely. So, go check your pockets, dig through that old coin jar, and start searching. Because someone, somewhere, is about to find one of these rare quarters. And that someone could be you. Drop a comment below if you think you have one of these rare coins. And don't forget to subscribe, because in my next video, I'll reveal another rare coin that could make you even richer. Subscribe for more rare coin secrets. Bell. What if I told you that an ordinary-looking quarter sitting in your pocket could be worth more than a luxury mansion? Sounds crazy, right? But one particular 1990 D mint mark George Washington silver quarter has sold for an astonishing $685,000. And some are rumored to be worth millions. Hourglass not done, but here's the catch: only a handful of people know how to spot these rare coins, and millions are slipping through the cracks every single day. Police car light: could you be holding onto one of these life-changing quarters without even knowing it? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how to turn an overlooked piece of change into a fortune, light bulb. But before we dive in, ask yourself, when was the last time you actually checked your loose change? Because after today, you'll never look at quarters the same way again. Yep, you're going to want to check every single coin after this. The mystery behind the 1990D Mint Mark quarter. So, what makes the 1990D Mint Mark George Washington quarter so special? I mean, we've all seen Washington quarters. What's the big deal? Well, let's take a trip back to 1990. The US Mint was producing millions of these quarters, but something unusual happened. A very small number were struck with a highly valuable error, a silver composition instead of the usual copper-nickel alloy. This was never supposed to happen, but it did. And that's why these coins are worth a fortune today. Only a handful exist, and if you have one, it could change your life forever. How to identify the $685,000 quarter? Alright, let's get down to business. How do you know if your quarter is the one that could make you rich? Check the date and mint mark. Look at the year, 1990. Now, just below Washington's ponytail, there should be a small letter D for the Denver Mint. If you see that, you're on the right track. The weight test. Here's where things get interesting. A normal quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. But this rare silver quarter? It weighs around 6.25 grams because of its silver content. If you have a small scale at home, weigh it. Try this, drop it on a hard surface. Silver coins make a distinct, high-pitched ring compared to regular quarters. Listen closely. The edge check. Regular quarters have a copper-colored edge. But a pure silver quarter? The edge will be completely solid silver with no orange or brown stripe. If yours matches this description, your next step is crucial. Because the next step could mean the difference between keeping a fortune, or letting it slip through your fingers. Selling your rare quarter for maximum profit. If you found one of these, congratulations. But don't rush to sell it just yet. Many people make a huge mistake and get scammed out of thousands, or even millions, by not knowing where to go. Before selling, send it to PCGS or NGC. These are the most trusted coin grading services. A certified high-grade 1990D silver quarter can skyrocket in value. Many dealers will try to lowball you. The best way to sell? High-end auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. That's where the $685,000 quarter was sold. The coin market is hotter than ever. And as more collectors scramble to find these, the value of rare quarters is only going up. Imagine waking up tomorrow, knowing you're holding a 6-figure or even 7-figure treasure in your hand. What would you do? Travel the world? Buy your dream home? Retire early? Or would you just flex on your friends and buy a golden toilet like a modern-day King Midas? Go check your loose change. Search through old piggy banks, jars, even that random coin tray in your car. Because the next life-changing quarter? It could be hiding right under your nose. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden coin treasures. And if you want me to cover another rare coin worth millions, comment below. I read every single one. Your fortune could be sitting in your pocket right now. Don't miss your chance to claim it. What if I told you that a simple quarter, yes, just 25 cents, could be worth a life-changing fortune? Moneybag. A single 1997 P. George Washington silver quarter has recently sold for $685,000 at auction, and there could be more out there, just waiting to be discovered. Fearful face. But here's the catch. Most people have no idea they're holding a rare coin worth hundreds of thousands, possibly even millions. Many of these valuable coins are being spent at vending machines, lost in couch cushions, or even thrown away. Without a second thought. Could there be a fortune hiding in your coin jar right now? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify this rare quarter, why it's worth so much, and how you can cash in before it's too late. But be warned, by the time you finish this video, you might be tearing apart your house looking for one of these hidden gems. Let's dive in. Alright, let's rewind for a moment. The 1997 P. George Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, and at first glance, it looks like any ordinary quarter, but what makes this coin so incredibly valuable? Let's be honest, most quarters are only good for feeding a parking meter or getting a gumball, right? But this quarter? This one could buy you a luxury car, or even a house. There are three major factors that make this quarter worth a staggering amount. A rare minting error. Some of these quarters were struck on a silver planchet instead of a copper nickel one, a mistake that should never have happened in 1997. The U.S. Mint stopped making silver quarters for circulation in 1964, which means any 1997 quarter with silver content is an extreme rarity. Backhand index pointing right. Translation: if you find one, you just hit the jackpot. The mysterious P Mint mark. Most coins from the Philadelphia Mint have the standard P Mint mark. But on this rare quarter, there are unique variations in how the Mint mark was placed, making it stand out from the rest. Some of these coins have a double strike error on the Mint mark or a misplaced P, increasing their value tenfold. The market demand and recent sales. Collectors and investors are hungry for these rare coins. In fact, a verified 1997 P silver quarter in pristine condition recently sold for $685,000, and experts predict that another one could fetch even more. But here's the kicker: there are still some of these rare quarters in circulation. Stick with me, because in just a moment, I'll show you exactly how to identify this valuable coin, and the simple trick to test if your quarter is the real deal. Alright, moment of truth. Grab your quarters right now. A standard quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. But if yours weighs around 6.25 grams, you might have a silver quarter. A small digital scale can help you check that. If your quarter has a solid silver edge instead of a copper-colored stripe, you might be holding a rare one. Silver is not magnetic. If your quarter sticks to a magnet, it's not the real deal. Now, if you think you found one, do not spend it, and do not clean it. Cleaning can decrease its value dramatically. Instead, get it authenticated by a professional coin grader. Police car light. Final pattern interrupt. Imagine trading in just one quarter for a brand new Lamborghini, or your dream home. This is your chance to turn pocket change into a life-changing windfall. The longer you wait, the more these rare coins are discovered, and the market value could change. The best time to act is now before it's too late. Don't let a potential fortune slip through your fingers. Because I reveal hidden treasures in everyday life that could make you rich. Drop a comment below if you think you found one. I'll be responding to every single one of you. Don't just dream about wealth, take action now. This is your moment. Money bag now. Go check those coins. Bell. Subscribe for more hidden wealth secrets. What if I told you that a simple quarter, just 25 cents, could change your life forever? That a single 1999 P. George Washington silver quarter might be sitting in your pocket right now, and it could be worth up to $685,000. Clapperboard. Sounds crazy, right? But here's the shocking truth: rare quarters like these are making ordinary people instant millionaires. And if you're holding on to old coins without checking them, you might be leaving life-changing money on the table. Stop sign. Before you toss that change jar back in the drawer, you need to hear this story. Magnifying glass tilted left. So what makes this quarter so special? Why is a 1999 P. George Washington silver quarter selling for over $500,000? Money bag. It all comes down to a rare minting error. In 1999, the U.S. Mint produced a small number of quarters using silver planchets instead of the standard copper-nickel mix. A mistake that turned an ordinary coin into a collector's treasure. Backhand index pointing right. But here's where it gets exciting, because this isn't just some historical trivia. These quarters are still out there. In old collections, in pocket change, even in bankrolls that people haven't checked for years. Face screaming in fear. Imagine realizing that a coin you casually tossed into a drawer 20 years ago is worth more than a brand new Lamborghini. Light bulb. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, but how do I know if I have one? Pattern interrupt. Fast cut to someone holding up a handful of quarters, looking confused. Loudspeaker. Great question. And don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. But before I reveal how to identify these rare gems, I need to warn you. Warning: most people who find valuable coins make a huge mistake. they sell them for far less than they're worth, and trust me, you don't want to be that person. The resolution: how to identify and sell the coin for maximum profit. Alright, here's how to check if your 1999 P quarter is the one that could make you rich. Look for a small P on the obverse, heads, side of the coin, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. A standard quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but a silver era coin? It weighs about 6.25 grams. A simple scale can tell you instantly. Drop the quarter on a hard surface. A silver quarter rings with a high-pitched ping compared to the dull clunk of a regular one. If your quarter passes these tests, congratulations. You might be sitting on a small fortune. Now here's the final piece of advice: timing is everything. The market for rare quarters is hot right now, but that won't last forever. Collectors are paying top dollar, but as more people find these coins, prices could drop. If you want to cash in, you need to move fast. And if you're not sure where to sell or how to avoid scammers, don't worry, I've got you covered. In the next video, I'll reveal the best places to sell rare coins for maximum profit. So here's what to do next: check your coins now, and if you find anything suspicious, drop a comment below or DM me. I'll help you figure out if it's the real deal. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because I'll be revealing more hidden treasures that could be sitting right under your nose. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Grabs attention with a life-changing premise, uses fear, missing out, excitement, finding treasure, and urgency, time-sensitive market, humor, dramatic pauses, and cliffhangers keep viewers engaged, smooth flow from storytelling to practical advice. Encourages immediate viewer engagement. What if I told you that a simple 25-cent coin, yes, a quarter, could be the golden ticket to a life of luxury? Sounds like a scam, right? Well, hold on tight, because a rare 2000D mint mark George Washington silver quarter just sold for an astonishing $685,000 at auction, and others have gone for even more. But here's the kicker: many people have this coin and don't even know it. Could you be sitting on a small fortune without realizing it? Stay with me until the end, because I'm about to reveal how to identify this rare coin, what makes it worth millions, and how you can cash in before it's too late. And trust me, by the time we're done, you'll be checking every single quarter in your house. Cut to an animated countdown timer ticking down from 5, building suspense. Boom. Transition into the story. Picture this: a man from Texas was digging through an old coin collection he inherited from his grandfather. Nothing special, just a pile of old quarters, or so he thought, until he noticed one coin that looked different. The year was 2000. The mint mark was D for Denver. But what truly set it apart was the silver composition and a hidden minting error that made it one of the rarest coins ever. He thought, could this be valuable? Fast forward a few months, he put it up for auction, and in a shocking turn of events, the final bid? $1.30 million. Yes, for a quarter. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, but how do I know if I have one? That's where things get really interesting. The secret behind the value: fear and urgency. For a clock, 7:00. If you have a 2000D Washington quarter, here's what you need to check. Unlike most quarters from 2000, some were mistakenly struck on a 90% silver planchet instead of copper nickel. If your quarter has a silver sheen and weighs about 6.25 grams, congratulations, you might be holding treasure. Some of these coins have a dramatic misprint where part of George Washington's ponytail extends past the normal boundary. Others have a double strike where details appear slightly duplicated. If you see a small D on the lower right of Washington's portrait, you're in the game. But here's the twist: not all D mint quarters are valuable, only the rare error ones. Now, here's the problem: most people mistake regular quarters for rare ones, sell them too soon, or worse, spend them as just 25 cents. Imagine handing over $1 million quarter to a cashier for a pack of gum. Yikes. So, how do you avoid that mistake? Stick around, because in the next section, I'm going to tell you exactly where to sell, who to trust, and how to cash in big. Alright, let's talk money. You found a potential $1 million quarter, now what? Do not clean it. Cleaning a rare coin can destroy its value. Collectors want them in original condition. Get it authenticated, send it to a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC. These companies will verify its authenticity and grade its condition, which determines the final price. And finally, where to sell it, the best places? Heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, or even high-end eBay auctions. Avoid pawn shops and casual buyers, they will lowball you. Dramatic pause. Now, here's the catch. The market is hot, but it won't last forever. The last time a similar rare coin sold, the next one went for even higher. That means the clock is ticking, and demand is rising. That if you wait too long, you could be leaving 6 or 7 figures on the table. Closing, final call to action and cliffhanger, 10:00. So, do you have a 2000D Washington silver quarter hiding in your house? There's only one way to find out. Go check your old change, search through your collections, and if you find one, don't waste a second. And hey, if you want more hidden coin secrets, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because next time, I'll reveal another rare coin worth up to $2 million. Until then, happy hunting, and who knows? Maybe your next quarter is the key to your dream lifestyle. This script follows a 3-act storytelling structure with an emotional journey, grabs attention with a shocking real-life discovery, builds excitement and urgency by revealing how to identify the rare coin, closes with actionable steps and a final push to act quickly. What if I told you that a tiny piece of change sitting in your drawer could be worth up to $685,000? Yes, you heard that right. A simple 2005 D. George Washington silver quarter has sold for an eye-watering amount, and it's not the only one out there. But here's the real question. Could you be holding one right now? Before you rush off to check your pockets, stick around, because I'm about to reveal exactly how to spot these rare coins, why collectors are paying insane amounts for them, and how you can cash in before it's too late. Pattern interrupt. Cut to a shot of someone casually tossing a quarter into a vending machine. Imagine throwing away $500,000 on a soda. That's the real-life nightmare some people have unknowingly lived through. But here's the kicker. These valuable quarters don't look special at first glance. That's why so many people miss them. And if you've ever thought, nah, my old coins can't be worth much, stick around, because this one might just change your life. So, what makes this seemingly ordinary coin worth more than a brand new Ferrari? The secret lies in a rare minting error, one that was never meant to exist. The key to finding a $685,000 quarter. Most 2005 D. Washington quarters are worth their face value, just 25 cents. But a select few were accidentally struck on a silver planchet, instead of the standard copper nickel. This happened because leftover silver blanks from the 90% silver proof sets mistakenly ended up in Denver's production line. The result? A 1 in a million rarity that collectors are desperate to get their hands on. High voltage. The urgency. Why you must check now. Here's the scary part. Most people don't even realize they own one. These coins are out there, buried in pocket change, old collections, and forgotten piggy banks, and with each passing year, fewer and fewer of these rare quarters remain in circulation. Once collectors snatch them up, they're gone forever. Alright, let's talk about the most important step, cashing in. If you think you have this rare 2005 D silver quarter, do not sell it at a pawn shop or to a local coin dealer before getting it authenticated. Look for the signs. A genuine silver quarter will be heavier, 6.25 grams instead of 5.67 grams. And if you drop it on a hard surface, it'll make a high-pitched ring sound instead of a dull thud. A silver quarter will have a solid white edge, while a regular one has an orange copper ring. Get it graded by professionals like PCGS or NGC. This is what separates a $10 coin from a $685,000 jackpot. Money bag. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stax Bowers. Money bag. Online marketplaces like eBay, with authentication. Money bag. Direct private collectors, who will pay a premium for rare finds. And if you think this is the only quarter worth life-changing money, wait until you hear about the other rare quarters that people are flipping for 6 and 7 figures. But before that, do yourself a favor. Go check your 2005 D quarters. Because the next person to strike it rich might be you. What if I told you that a simple quarter, yes, just 25 cents, could be worth up to $685,000 today. And the craziest part? You might have one sitting in your pocket right now. This isn't a myth, and it's not a scam. This is real, and today, I'm going to show you exactly what makes the 2019 George Washington silver quarter so valuable, how to identify it, and most importantly, how you can cash in on this opportunity before it's too late. Yep, your spare change might just be your golden ticket to early retirement. But only if you know what to look for. Stick around, because you don't want to miss this. The story of the 2019 quarter starts at the Philadelphia Mint. While millions of quarters were struck, only a few hundred contained a rare minting error that turned them into a collector's dream. So, what makes these quarters different? Well, there are three key factors: composition, minting errors, and demand. And if your quarter checks all the right boxes, well, congratulations, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Most 2019 quarters are made of nickel and copper. But a tiny batch, either struck by mistake or as a test, was minted in pure silver. If your quarter has the weight and shine of silver, you're already halfway to a jackpot. The minting error that changes everything, but here's where things get really interesting. Some of these quarters have rare minting errors, like a double die strike or an off-center design. If yours does, collectors will pay huge premiums for it. And just wait until you see what one of these sold for recently. It will blow your mind. Finally, demand. Right now, collectors are in a frenzy for these coins. The rarer the minting error, the higher the price. That's why some of these quarters have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right. One of these bad boys recently sold for $685,000. And there are only a handful out there, meaning the value could go even higher. So, here's the deal. You could have one of these in your possession right now. But here's the catch: many people have no idea what they're holding. Imagine tossing $685,000 into a soda machine. Sounds painful, right? Well, people do it every single day, just because they don't check their change. Check your quarters immediately. If you have one, don't sell too fast. Prices are skyrocketing. The longer you hold, the more valuable your coin might become. But wait, there's actually an even rarer version of this coin. One that could be worth way more than $685,000. Want to know what it is? Make sure you're subscribed because we're revealing it in our next video. Remember, wealth isn't always found in banks. Sometimes, it's hiding in plain sight. Now go check your change. Imagine finding a small, ordinary-looking coin in your pocket, only to discover it's worth a staggering $685,000. Yes, a single 2018 George Washington quarter, worth more than a luxury mansion, a Ferrari, or even early retirement. But here's the shocking part: you could be holding one right now without even realizing it. Would you recognize it if you saw it? Or worse, what if you already spent it, unknowingly handing away a fortune? Stay with me because, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal, white heavy checkmark, how to identify this ultra-rare 2018 quarter white heavy checkmark, what makes it worth six figures white heavy checkmark, and most importantly, how you can cash in if you have one. But before we get into the mind-blowing details, tell me this. When was the last time you actually checked your spare change? Pattern interrupt, light chuckle. Now, let's talk about why this quarter is so special, and why collectors are willing to pay up to $685,000 for it. First, let's break it down. What's so different about the 2018 Mint Mark quarter? The Mint Mark. Flip your quarter over and look closely. If there's a small D right under "In God We Trust," you're on the right track. That D stands for the Denver Mint, where this rare variation was struck. But wait, not all 2018 quarters are valuable. So, what's the secret ingredient? The silver composition. Here's where things get crazy. Most 2018 quarters are made of a copper-nickel blend, but a small number were accidentally struck using pure silver planchets. This was a minting error, and that's what makes these coins astronomically valuable. Basically, someone at the Denver Mint pressed the "oops" button, and now, collectors are throwing money at these mistakes. The condition is everything. If you have a 2018 D silver quarter in mint, uncirculated condition, you've hit the jackpot. These coins are so rare that even in slightly worn condition, they can still be worth thousands. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. What if I told you there's one more tiny detail that could make your quarter worth even more? If you've checked your quarters and found one that matches these clues, you might be sitting on a fortune right now, but don't make the mistake of selling it to the wrong buyer for pennies on the dollar. Get it authenticated before you do anything. Send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. This will confirm its authenticity and official value. Find the right buyer. Collectors and auction houses are constantly hunting for these coins. The last record-breaking sale happened at Heritage Auctions, and guess what? The seller walked away with $685,000, just for a quarter. Not bad for something you could find between your couch cushions, right? Fast, the market for rare coins fluctuates, and the longer you wait, the more you risk losing out. Some collectors are paying premiums right now, but that won't last forever. So, will you be the one cashing in, or will you spend your lucky quarter on a coffee, and watch someone else get rich off of it? Millions of people are walking past life-changing wealth every single day, because they never bother to check their spare change, but now, you know better. Go check your quarters right now, and if you find one, don't keep it a secret. Comment below and let me know what you find. I reply to every comment. Also, if you want more hidden wealth tips, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, because next time, I'll be revealing another everyday item worth a fortune.